sponsored, of course, by Debmarine, and a showdown here this Saturday afternoon between the Debmarine champions, African Stars, and newly promoted Blue Boys FC from the coast, Swakopmund. My name is Emmanuel Inkara. We are live, so you can still make your way to the stadium, or if you want to be in the comfort of your own home, tell your football friends and family that we are live. Share the stream, the link, YouTube and Facebook, and follow all African Stars content because, as you know, it is needed as the season has started a little bit rocky. Quickly before the game starts, I would like to announce the starting lineup. So we start with African Stars. We have our goalkeeper back, our number one, Disiro. Starting at left back, Edmund Kambanda. Centre back, we also welcome back Charles Hambira Ngaruka, who scored a goal in the last game against Jolinho, will be alongside his usual partner Hambira. So Hambira and Ngaruka. And then at right back, Tabang Malane. Stiga, our captain, Ronald Kachiere, is defensive midfielder. Katua, Ngero Nkatua, alongside him with Godwin Isep, who scored the goal against Kukatops in Rundu. So he has opened his account, and to finish off the midfield, we'll have Bakonja. A little bit of a change, of course, for midfielders now. It will be Laudry Mukaba and Awilo Willie Stefanis, who will finish up the top two. So not a top three. I believe Godwin Isep will probably be the furthest midfielder. So it is a diamond formation in that midfield with Stiga at lock. And I believe Bakonja will be on the left hand side and Gero on the right hand side. So we will look to Godwin to be the creative midfielder, to Awilo and Mukaba. For Blue Boys, obviously, if you are watching from Swakopmund, let us know in the chat. We will hopefully be able to see your comments, but I believe this might be the first time your Blue Boys are on screen, thanks to African Stars TV. But let's go with their starting lineup. We have in the goalkeeper Kaham Bundu is the goalkeeper, long surname. Number 5, Angula. Number 18, Ivan. Number 3, Kambungu. Number 4, Bully Tanisip. So we will call him Bully because he has a very good first name. Number 20, Joseph. Number 8, Karasep. Number 17, Maxwell. Number 10, Christian Dosep. Number 14, Mateus. And number 11, to finish off Coach Ali Akan's team, is Innocent Maxwell van der Westhuizen. Kickoff. 3 points is a must here for African Stars. I mean, a must for against a promoted team. And Blue Boys themselves have done relatively well so far this season. They have won one game and drawn 3, lost 1. Here's Godwin. He needs to have his hand on the ball, and of course, Laudry wanted to control that. Yeah. The sun. He wanted to have control of that ball, but just chipped off his first touch. But here he is again, Mukaba. Kahambundu. Trying to find he Mateus, but Matthews, apologies. Ngaruka. And while he might be happy that he has opened his account as a goal scorer, as a defensive centre back, it was against a Jelinho Sporting team that scored 4. Yeah, I'm sure you saw the scoreline already. 4-1, very, very uncharacteristic. As Jelinho was even a team that finished 13th last season, almost relegated. But there's something in Rundu that is getting both teams, Kuka Tops and Jelinho Sporting, a new sense of urgency. Here's Isep. He cuts in. It's cleared. And Jelinho Sporting are 8th currently in the log. African Stars are 11th. But with a win here, a must expected win, we will have 8 points, which could take us all the way to 4th. Of course, that is dependent on other results, but 8 points will be the final result if we get a win today. Blue Boys in possession. That's Ivan trying to find his winger Samuel van der Westhuizen, the number 11 on the right wing. The top striker is Joseph, number 20. Here comes Malani, man from Lesotho. Cleared away from Matthews. Garuka. Bakonja couldn't put it down, and Ivan brings the ball out. Here's Joseph. Joseph loses it to Isep. Isep flicks it a little bit to Lordry. Van der Westhuizen. No, apologies. That was Joseph. Couldn't catch it in his grasp, and Stars with Stiga can build once again. Charles Mbira is welcome back to the game. He played in Mirundu, so he has maybe started to gain his footwork and form, more fitness. And that's just it's a good pass from Katua, but Kambada couldn't catch it. Van der Westhuizen loses that ball. It might be a shot on target. It's not a shot even attempted by Bakonja while he did have space. He is predominantly left-footed, so might have been awkward for him to take it with his right. Chalo. Edmund crosses in with that crafty left foot. Not crafty enough over the crossbar. Goalkeeper plays it short. And here is Matthews. Finds Ivan. Ivan finds Karusep. Maxwell goes back to his right back, Angula. Angula puts it down. Ivan. No option there for the defensive midfielder. Cleared out there from Bully. Good footwork there from Malane. That's why he might be one of the best right backs in the league. That's a cross. It's wide. It's a goal. Tabang Malane. Ish. The man from Lesotho does it. Opens his account for the season. And just as I was talking about how good of a right back he is, a speculative cross, it must be said, something that he might not have intended finds its way. I mean, it's a little bit windy here, not too windy, but I think a little gust of wind aided the flight of the ball, and that is 1-0 to African Stars. Scored by the right back, and a needed, it must be said, goal for the Red Army, just to calm the nerves as some conversations were being had. It is 1-0 to African Stars. Tabang Malane. And here he is. Oh, no. Garuka goes, finds Godwin. Cut out there from the Blue Boys. 1-2 between Godwin. Tausip. Control there from Van der Westhuizen. Goes back to Ivan. Ivan to Mateus. Bully being pressured there from Mukaba. And good pressure it was, because here comes Bakonja. Flick on from Awilo. Kambada might have a shot. And trying to find the through ball, but nothing doing there. So within 10 minutes, Malani has given us a goal. And smooth sailing here for African Stars, it must be said. First shot on target that was for African Stars, for both teams in fact. Still early in the game. And the goalkeeper gets it up and passes it to his centre back. Here's Angula. Kambungu. Maxwell trying to find Joseph, but that through balls maybe too much, and Desiro does the good thing. But that's offside. Well, that's disappointing. Here's the goal scorer, Malane. Trying to drift it wide, trying to find Awilo. Oh, the goalkeeper, Ambundu and Angula, just having some communication, not errors, but almost scoring an own goal there with his header. Here's Angula again, finds Ivan, luckily, as the ball was almost intercepted. Number 10, Dosep. And here's a good passage of play here for Blue Boys. Back into the midfield, shot by the number 11, and that's a goal! Innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen. A speculative shot from wide outside the box, and it seemed to be a tame opportunity, a tame attempt, but it trickled in. Wow. First game for Desiro, and he has already conceded. Desiro might be complaining about something on the ground, the patch of grass that might have aided to the flight of the ball or the bounce of the ball, but a goal nonetheless scored from innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen. And Blue Boys have equalized almost. Interesting battles here in the Debmarine Premiership this season. It really, we already know what's happening at Bakonja with that left foot, and that's really how he should be comfortable on his left foot. He needs to get to his left foot to create opportunities for the team. but it's 1-1. African Stars scored first with a chipped goal from Malane. Shot from Godwin! Yeah! Godwin Isaac almost putting in what could have been already one of the goals of the season, but a beautiful save. A beautiful save from the goalkeeper, Kahambundu, which gives African Stars their first corner of the game. Wow, that's a highlight. Here's Awilo with the corner. It's an in swinger. And we saw a goal from a corner in international football. I will not mention the teams because I support one of those teams, but we'll see if maybe Awulo watched that game and maybe he would want to score from a corner. It would be quite miraculous if he could get that done. Offside. Second offside for Blue Boys. Here's Malane. Garuka. Good control. Isep trying to find a little chip there too. Mukaba. But that is a, I believe, a free kick or a foul. And will be taken by the captain, Kambungu. Matthews trying to find the goal scorer from the Westhazen, but too much. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know what you believe the final scoreline will be. It is the Debmarine champions, African Stars, 7-time league champions, versus the newly promoted Blue Boys from Swakopmund. Blue Boys are ninth in the log, and African Stars are 11th. Bakonja couldn't find the overlap runner there from Malane. Malane really, the ball's really keeping, staying on this right flank, as Malane is always a great outlet, but there's Stiga changing play for Kambanda. Awilo. Kambanda. Offside. By my calculations, first offside there for African Stars. The captain, Kambungu, leaves it to his goalkeeper. Takes it again. Tried to find Maxwell, but here's Angula. Pressure there from Mukaba. Joseph, good control. But, that's a free kick to the boys. And it did rain just slightly before the game started, and we saw some of the Blue Boys players pointing to the sky, just acknowledging the rain as if to say that the rain had followed them from Swakopmund. A good omen, they would say. So they do have a gang, I would call it a gang of supporters here, just a handful of supporters. And they're making the most noise in the Independence Stadium. We will actually try to get some words from them. So please stay tuned just a little bit after the first half whistle. We'll get some words from the Blue Boys supporters here from Sakumund. And I can already say I apologize for any language that might be spoken from these enthusiastic supporters. Here's Kambanda. Gero, Katua. Katua, a defensive midfielder from UNAM FC, but he has in the previous games this so far this season be more aggressive attacking wise, but he concedes the foul. So he is an aggressive player, Ngero Katua, and he is now having some words with the referee. The referee just stamping his authority. No yellow cards yet, of course, in this game, but it is 1-1. African Stars scoring first through their right back, and Blue Boys scoring, equalizing through their number 11, Mukaba. Awilo with a little bit of a flick. Stiga tries to clean up, but gets back to Blue Boys. Here's the goal scorer, Dosep Matthews. Good flicks. Too many flicks, and that's African Stars ball. Blue Boys are not afraid to play football, as they are technically sound. We'll have to see if they have the experience of the game to last the Debmarine champions, the Red Army. Angula, Kambungu, pressured, still has the throw in. Kambungu pressured again here from Mukaba, and he's getting very lucky there. The captain, the centre back for Blue Boys, twice now. And the referee, I think, just allowed that free kick to be retaken, which is quite an odd choice of officiating. But Kambungu gets another chance to pass it to his goalkeeper. Luckily, he clears. Has good pressure there from the front two in Awilo and Mukaba, Lodri Mukaba. Isep Malane cuts in, finds Godwin. He needs to put it in. He does. It's found to the back post. It's there for Stiga. Stiga takes a shot. It's still in the box, but it's cleared now to the number 10, Dosep, finding Joseph. Godwin. He can look up now and try and find a pass. Awilo's next to him, and my apologies, that was Bakonja. And good cleaning up there from Garasep, the number 8. Here he is again, Garasep. Good step over, finding Bully. And Bully just clears it wide. Malane will try to flick it. He tried to get a flick through the legs of the goal scorer, Van der Westhuizen, but still wins the throw-in. Good football from both teams. It's a good technical game. Nobody at that back post position for Godwin. He was looking for Awilo. But yes, indeed, good football from both teams. Here's the captain. He needs to really offlay this pass, as he always seems to be one that takes a few touches. Stiga. Katua. Kambanda looks up, wants to go back post. It's caught out by the captain. Here's Garasep. Comfortable play there from Blue Boys, and we wish for a mistake in that box when Blue Boys are playing comfortable football, but they do look technical. Malane with a cutting pass, 1-2, it's in the box, and it just trickles wide. Good run of play, good 1-2 with Tabang Malane. He seems to be the most serious player on the pitch, the right back for African Stars. Here's Awilo shot, saved. Good save there from Kahan Bundu. But African Stars really need to use Tabang Malane for as many moments as he is energized. He has the goal, so I'm pretty sure throughout this entire game he will be encouraged to aid more. Here's Mukaba. One bounce, one shot over the crossbar. Chance off target. By my calculations, African Stars have not had a foul conceded against them. And again, another interesting passage of play from the captain, Kambundu, the number 3, the right-sided centre back. Just watch when he gets the ball. Stiga Mukaba, that's an easy pass, that's an easy goal, and that is Tahikika Bakonja, an assist from Laudri Mukaba, and that is African Stars making it 2-1 to the Red Army. And Bakonja Tahikika comes straight to his head coach, Ronnie Cananelo, for well wishes. And that is 2-1 to the Debmarine champions. An assist from Mukaba. And an easy 1-2 goal, an easy combination, it must be said. Stiga was involved. Stiga cut through the middle, passed it to Mukaba Laudri, and Laudri just had an easy pass to Bakonja right through the two centre backs, and an easy goal for the number 27. Another chance. Awilo. Could you call that a shot on target? I'll put it down as a shot on target. He chested the ball to the goalkeeper. But the Red Army now are really trying to show their class. Ronnie Canello, coach Ronnie Canello, shouting at Laudri Mukaba, who had an assist. We will also try to find out who had the assist for the first goal. It was Malane who scored it. And coach Ronnie Canello is screaming at Laudri, who's on the ball now. Mukaba probably wants better positioning from the striker, the number 9. He has an assist, so his positioning must be good enough so far. Here's Kambanda. Ambira. Garuka. Mukaba. Good football from Stars. Stiga wants to cut through the middle again. He took a shot. He always takes one shot every half. And that has ended as a corner as it was deflected. Stiga also looks very purposeful today. Looks to be Malane and Stiga who are the two players that are showing real urgency. And the corner will be taken by the goal scorer of the second goal, Taikika Bakonja with his crafty left foot. Oh, save from the goalkeeper. Down. It's still in the box. Oh my goodness. It's off the line. And what can the referee say? A foul? Or is that a goal? Ladies and gentlemen, that is a foul. That is a foul. But it was a good save from the goalkeeper on the initial free corner from Bakonja. I would just love to see. I would just love to see a corner from a goal from a corner, as we saw one being scored in international football. Bully will take this free kick. Kicks it right to Disiro. And ladies and gentlemen, to my calculations, a foul on African stars. In the first 30 minutes have not suffered a foul. My calculations, pretty good control there. Kept the ball in. Here's Garisip again. Very smart player, Ivan. Throw in to Blue Boys. Ivan takes that. And that's not even a foul itself. So still, African Stars not having one free kick. Mateus. Throw in. Finds Dausep. Lost 2 stars. Here's Mukaba. He's alone, but he finds Bakonja. Oh! On his left foot, he couldn't find that through ball. Quite disappointing there from Bakonja. Bully. Too much to find Matthews on that left back position. Here's Malane. Foul throw. Interesting. Foul throw. You don't see those every day. And I was looking at Malane as he took that throw in. Didn't look like a foul throw, but this is an African Stars platform, so I might be biased. Throw into African Stars. Malane will take it again. Let's see if this throw in is good enough. Yep. Yeah, it is. Kabada. Ambira. And while Disiro and the 2 centre backs, Hambira and Garuka, might be disappointed to concede against a promoted team in Blue Boys, they are probably happy to have the lead, as 3 points is probably the most important commodity so far. I guess form will come later. But African Stars will be playing Blue Waters. So it is a blue weekend for the Red Army. Blue against red, blue against red. And Blue Boys Blue Waters, apologies, last season drew their last outing against African Stars. It was 1-1. And that was in Windhoek. And I believe, I don't have that stat, but we might have suffered another draw in Swakopmund or in the coast against Blue Waters. We all remember the unbeaten season where African Stars went unbeaten and they lost their only game to Blue Waters. Mukaba. Oh, he has Malane right next to him. He didn't find him, but he has got one to clean up. Bakonja with a flick! Shot from Mukaba. Good save from Kahambundu. That's a shot on target. And while African Stars do not have a free kick within game play, they now have had 4 shots on target, 1 off target. Blue Boys have only had 1 shot on target, which is the goal that they had scored through the number 11 Van der Westhuizen. Corner comes in. Oh, that's a good header out. It's brought back into the box. And that's a header wide from Kambanda, where it's deemed to have been offside. So that's an offside for African Stars. There is a player on the ground, Mukaba, but he stands up. He's fine to continue. Good saves there from the goalkeeper. It must be said, Kaham Bundu, the number 1 for Blue Boys, is putting in a shift. 4 shots on target, 4 saves. Of course, he has conceded 2 of those shots on target are goals, but he is a commanding goalkeeper. Awilo, Katua, Malane, he can look up and find a cross. He keeps it on the ground to Mukaba, Stiga. African Stars growing in confidence now, really commanding the position of the game. It really might be a 60 to 65% possession game in this first half. The ball comes back to Bully Tanisep. And that's a missed place pass from the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness. Bakonja, with your left foot, we both know that you could have done better. We both know. Sorry. I apologize. I am talking directly to him. Bakonja Chaikika, as his left foot is capable of taking shots from there, just going wide. Here's Angula. Van der Westhuizen. He tries to beat Charles Mbira, but you must be a brave warrior if you wish to beat Charles Mbira. Ivan, back to his captain. Van der Westhuizen. Good turn, but caught out from Kambanda. Here's Awilo. That's a through ball. Apologies, that was Bakonja with the through ball. Trying to find Mukaba. Garusep. Joseph now. Garuka, the strongest man in the league. Bringing the ball out. Finding Godwin. Katua. He could have taken a shot with his left. Chose to come back infield. And Garuka does well as he returns to centre back. He cleans up well. Malane, 1-2. Godwin puts it down. Shot blocked. Good passage of play for African Stars. This is class now. Malane with the shot. Don't give him space. He's on fire today. And although they have had 3 shots off target now, African Stars, they are growing in confidence as the ball seems to just be in the Blue Boys' half as halftime looms. They can't really find an outlet here, Blue Boys. They might really want to look to their counter-attack, their wingers, Dosep and the goal scorer, Van der Westhuizen, and of course, Joseph. They are now combining there. But the back line of African Stars seems to have locked all the options for the Blue Boys. Here's Bully Karasep. Dosep beats the challenge from Stiga. And that through ball is blocked with Katua coming out. Willie, Coach Veronica Nelelo shouting push. And the coach for Blue Boys, Ali Khan, sitting back in his dugout, not impressed with the forward thinking play from his Blue Boys. It's just too much pressure. Garuka, Malane, Chaikika, Malane, can he make it two? Oh, he's really combining well with the two midfielders, Bakoja and Godwin. It's an easy 1-2. The fundamentals of football that Tabang Malane, the right back, is playing. He's cutting in like a knife through butter. And that knife is all the way from Lesotho. And surely sooner rather than later, the player on the ball now, number 3, Tabang Malane, will add another goal to his tally. And the left back for Blue Boys, Mateus, the number 14, really having a hard time with Tabang Malane as his left winger, who is the number 10, Dosep, Christian Dosep, really not assisting with the defensive work as Tabang is cutting through on this right flank for African Stars. But here's Blue Boys now with Angula. Going back to his goalkeeper. Stiga with the chest down to Godwin. Katua. Malane will keep that in. He will. Finds the cross. It's back post. It's that Awilo. Oh, it still comes down the line. Tabang. Blocked. Oh, great control there from a centre back. And the centre back finds the through ball to Mukaba. Mukaba puts the ball down. Malane. Change of play there required from Garuka, but it's more a touch finder as African Stars can still give pressure in that corner. Two-one to African Stars. A goal from Malane opened the scoring, and Blue Boys equalized with their number 11, Innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen. You have to say the whole thing. It's a very long name. Innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen, the number 11, and then at around the 25th minute of the first half, a good 1-2 between Mukaba and Chahikika Bakonja made it 2-1 to African Stars. Awilo, left foot, over the crossbar. And still, ladies and gentlemen, I am not lying to you. African Stars have not committed a foul. Like, it is quite unheard of that in a 45-minute span, a team has not committed one foul. I think it's just the efficiency that Coach Ronica Nenelo has given to the team to say, get the ball, you are class. You don't have to commit fouls to command play. But still, African Stars have not committed one foul. Ambira. Malane with space to think. Godwin loses the ball with that first touch of his. The number 8, Garisep for Blue Boys, is a very good midfielder. He's a very crafty. Play more through him. The number 8 for Blue Boys. Throw into Stars. Kambanda. Awilo, who has had a little bit of a silent game so far. Malani. Bakonja back to his captain Stiga. Hey, Stiga almost with a bad pass, but he still finds his left back. You can see Malani is so pushed up there. He's not even a right back at this present time. There's the ball to him. He loses it to the bully, Dosep. Garasep. There's the good touches from that number 8, Garasep. Ivan. Stiga with a good interception. Bakonja with the pass to Awilo. But that's deemed to be. It was a good interception there from Stiga to start that passage of play first. But Bakonja maybe held the ball for too long and it was an offside to Willie Stefanis, who would have opened his account as the top goal scorer last season in the 4th game of the season. Well, the 5th game of the season, he would have scored his first goal, Willie Stefanis. But offside. It's very interesting that the two centre backs, especially the captain himself, the number 3, Kambundu, is a player that is very awkward on the ball. The right-sided centre back for Blue Boys. Whenever he gets the ball, he takes too much time to think and he puts his team in an awkward position, which Desiro has almost done there. And it's just one to watch as the two centre backs for Blue Boys are quite awkward on the ball. Katua. Ngaruka. Oh my goodness. That might have been goal of the season if himself, Ngaruka, and the left back Edmund Kambanda could score a goal like that. I'll put that down as a shot on target. Garasep. Good play from Garasep again. Here's Matthews. Couldn't keep it in. No real action here from the left back, the number 14, Matthews. He's really not in the game. Bakonja puts it down and puts it through the legs of the bully. Garasep. Good, almost a good pass to his number 10, Malane, with a cross to Awilo. But that's an off-target header. Ivan, Angula, throw it to Stars. Taken quickly. Kambanda puts it down. Nobody in the box. The cross still comes in though, and it's a deflected chip there, almost leading to an own goal from Matthews. A great save from a self-inflicted, almost a self-inflicted moment for Blue Boys. Great save from the goalkeeper as the left back who's on the ball now, Matthews, who's really been out of the game, is Coach Ali Khan really has to look at his left back, the number 14, Matthews, and really inquire a few things. But Great save. Goal saving save. Goal saving save to keep it 2-1. And that is halftime at the Independence Stadium between the two teams, the champions and the newly promoted African Stars. Is African Stars 2, Blue Boys FC 1. We will quickly have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We will quickly go to some of the Blue Boys supporters just to see. They've come all the way from Swakopmund. I'm going to see if I can have a word with them. I hope the in uh, in range. No, not in range. So we will cut off. Join us for the next 5 minutes shortly. One, two, one, two. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at the Independence Stadium for a Debmarine fixture, round number 6, match day 6. This game between African Stars, the home team, versus Blue Boys, the newly promoted team from Swakopmund. It is 2-1 to African Stars. A goal scored that started off the scoring for both teams. Malane, the right back, who's putting on quite a performance in the first 45. Let's see what he does in the next. Blue Boys equalized through their number 11, Innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen, and then Tahikika Bakonja, a good 1-2 between himself and Mukaba, gave African Stars the lead around the 25th minute of the first half. So it is a two teams that have not seen one substitution. So it is both the same 11. Nope, there is one player, a attacking player who has the number 2 jersey. We would not know the names. No, number 2 and number 7 have entered the game. We will confirm their names to jerseys shortly. But 2 substitutions for Blue Boys and no substitutions for African Stars. Good through ball there already for Kambanda. That left foot is there. It's blocked by the captain, Kambungu. But it is a throw into Stars. That's it. Probably the best player for Blue Boys in that first 45. Joseph, throw in to Blue Boys. I can confirm that the 2 players that have entered the game is the number 2, Phineas, and the number 7, Ipinge. So Phineas is playing a striking role, and the number 7 is a midfielder. So I can confirm that the 2 players that have left the pitch are the number 17, Maxwell, and I believe the number 14, Mateus or Matthews. So those 2 players have left the pitch. It wasn't a good game for the number 14, Matthews, throughout the first half. So yes, he has been substituted. And the number 17. Free kick for Blue Boys, and this is the first, in fact, free kick that African Stars have committed. In the first half, African Stars did not commit one foul, which could be a record. Blue Boys with the free kick, and that's well wide. That was a free kick taken from Van der Westhuizen, the scorer of the only goal for Blue Boys. Here comes the Red Army. It's nicely red versus blue. So if you grew up liking the color blue, your team is losing. If you grew up liking the color red, your team is winning. Here's Ivan, who has perhaps migrated to right back. Joseph. Awilo. Bakonja. Turn. Pass. Stiga. Control. Garuka. Malane. Godwin. Good one too. Bakon. Sorry, that was Mukaba Laudry. And he has now committed the second foul of the game for African Stars. Ivan, good control. He was playing defensive midfielder in the first half. Garasep. This player is really one to watch, the number 8, Garasep. Nothing done wrong from him throughout the first half. His technical, close control football is really one to watch. Really reminds me of Iniesta, a young Andres Iniesta. Awilo. Give some space to Mukaba. It's a race. The left foot. The shot is wide. You don't know. As much as I know Mukaba, I do not know if his left foot is as trained as it should be. But that was a favorable bounce. A good bounce for a left foot shot. Even a player that doesn't have a natural left foot, but still well wide. But good running, good through ball from good little flick there from Bakonja. But Awilo, that first control, taking it too much away from him. And the bully Tanasep, I'm calling him the bully, the number 4 for Blue Boys, cleaned up well. But a beautiful flick there from Bakonja. Kambanda, Awilo, Bakonja. Awilo was fouled there. He should have maybe won the foul. Phineas. Oh, Hambira tried to be smart to bring the ball back, but Phineas kept with him. Here he is now. He puts it in the box, and it's a goal kick for African Stars. The Blue Boys supporters, who might even be Blue Waters supporters, really cheering on their team as Phineas, the number 2, has brought some urgency at that front 2. Blue Boys are essentially playing a 4-4-2, and that's a good touch there from Ipinge, the substituted number 7. That's a foul now. Oh, a throw-in. Throw-in to Blue Boys. The captain throwing it back to his goalkeeper, Kahambundu. Kahambundu changing play. Trying to find Angula. And Angula was playing right back in the first 45. He's now gone to left back, which was the place for Matthews. Matthews was replaced. And Ivan, the player who just headed it now, is at right back. So Coach Ali Khan, who is a name synonymous with Namibian football, has made a few changes for the Blue Boys team. They're doing well so far in this first 45. But here comes African Stars. Bakonja, the scorer of the second goal, trapped by the bully. And the bully Tanasep, will receive a yellow card for that. Undoubtedly, he will receive a yellow card for that. And the bully Tanasep, earning the first yellow card of the game. Here's Willie Stefanos with the free kick. He hasn't really been influential throughout this game. He has had a few one twos. Let's see what he can do with this. It's wide. He was looking for that back post, and it is wide. Offside. Malane just took a little bit of a knock there as he was finding a pass. Apologies. And he will be able to continue, but it really is a good performance continuing from Tabang Malane at right back. Perhaps we'll get a word from him at the full-time whistle. Awilo. He outsmarts the captain for Blue Boys. He puts it in with his left foot, and he had time to think. As a crafty player, Malane now brings it back into the box. And Kahambundu keeps it well. Kahambundu now tries to fight Joseph, but too much. And of course, if it stays like this, African Stars will have 8 points, which will take them all the way from 11th to 4th. Tigers FC are sitting in 4th place currently with 7 points. So African Stars with 5 points currently. 3 points will, of course, equal 8. Beautiful through from Bakonja, who's putting on a performance himself. I said, and that's a corner. Wow, Bakonja Chaikika, the number 27, after he scored that goal in the first half, he's really putting on a performance himself in that midfield. I mean, doing a 360 spin and putting a through ball like that to Bakonja. And Isep couldn't finish, but it is a corner. The first corner of the second half for African Stars, taken by Awilo. Hit it out there from Pinias. And a shot. I mean, must we write that as off target or what? Yeah, let's just write it as off target. But well wide. Blue Boys fans here, spectators asking for the second ball. Make sure that you are on the second ball. And while that ball was headed out by Charles Ambida, Ngaruka is clearly one of the players that are suggesting that there was a foul in that clearance of a header from Ambida. So African Stars actually looking for a foul here instead of conceding a throw-in. But it is a throw-in nonetheless, and it will be taken from Joseph. It's a long run up from the number 20. It's a long throw-in and headed out there from Garuka. Corner to Blue Boys. First corner of the second half. In fact, might be the first corner for Blue Boys entirely, taken from Garisep. It's to the back post. Oh my goodness, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul. and the medics have to be called here as the bully. And I believe Garuka, the strongest man in the league, have collided quite heavily. And a crunching collision between the two. Garuka is the strongest man in the league, in uh, in my opinion. So you might see him getting up first, but this was hard. This was quite hard. At this point in time, of course, I just also want to say a great performance or a great. Um, well, let me start here. December 10th was Namibian Women's Day, so that is a day that we wish to celebrate. Of course, we are celebrating late, but I always like to see the celebrations throughout the month. So happy Namibian Women's Day on the 10th of December. And it must be said, African Stars Queens so far have done quite well in the FMB Super Women's League. They, of course, lost their first game against Beauties, but since then, won two games and drew nil-nil. Yes, nil-nil against Ongos FC, the mighty Ongos FC, the champions Ongos FC. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for African Stars Queens. Lydia Lemush and Albertina Philippus both having two goals so far this season. And of course, my player of the season, she will always be my player of the season, Mehilma Kanyama in that midfield is really one to watch. So, congratulations to the Queens. We will stream one of their games soon enough. Oh, almost a through ball there from ISEP. And both players who have been in that header, it should have been easy there for Laudry Mukaba. But he almost wanted to put it down on his chest instead of headering it straight, the number 9. That's an attempt off target. Both players, I can confirm, Garuka and the bully, have returned to the game. Here's Katua. Rides the challenge from Joseph and gets it to Awilo. Awilo gets it back to Katua. Left foot cross. It's easy for you, son. But good running there from Ngero Katua. Two balls on the pitch. Cleared from the captain, headed on. But Ambira and Disiru are smart enough to deal with that danger. Here's Malane, the player of the first half, has gone a little bit quiet in the second, but he can influence a game in lightning speed. Headed on there from Mukaba. Angula. Ipinge. Ipinge, the new substitute, clears well. Or better said, the substitute that came on at the half time. Katua. Foul. Free kick to African Stars. And of course, we do also want to say happy birthday to both our captains for African Stars men's team, and the African Stars Queens, the ladies team, both our captains celebrated their birthdays this month. Ronald Kachiere Stiga and Soini Shia. Free kick comes in, and it's, oh my goodness. Perhaps it didn't touch anyone's head, and that's deemed to be a offside or a goal kick, one of the two. We'll see that as a goal kick as the referee put his hands down instead of up. So that is a goal kick, but wow. Bakonja almost scored from a free kick, and we would have given him a brace so far in this game. Kambanda. Coach Ronica Nanelo is on his knees. If you can see it in our picture, just in black. Maybe asking for more. Katua. Bakonja playing very well in that midfield. Awilo. Changes play to Malane. Malane will get there first. There is a player on the pitch. Godwin Isep. He's on the ground. He hasn't stood up. But goal! Malane and Kambanda, the left back and the right back. It's like poetry here now. And as I was just trying to say, a player on the ground who is Godwin Isep, the number 7 for African Stars. The game continues, and it has resulted in a goal for the Red Army to make it 3-1. Edmund Kambanda with a goal, with an assist from his right back, left back and right back. It's almost like Liverpool with Andy Robinson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I can say from where I am sitting, when the ball from Awilo was changed from the left wing to Malane, it was frowned upon. Some of these supporters were saying, Awilo, why did you pass it so wide? But Malane put in a great cross, and it found Edmund Kambanda in the box, and he finished it very well. So 3-1 to African Stars against Blue Boys. And Godwin Isep, the number 7, has been stretchered off. He is walking in his own power, so he will probably still be substituted, but a good outing for the number 7, especially in the first half. He had good combinations with Malane on the right side, with Tahikika himself. Blue Boys. Oh, that's almost a no goal at the post. A hero almost turned to villain. Edwin Kambanda, well, I think in the long run, in hindsight, he did very well, because if that ball found its way to the back post, Ivan, who is playing right back, might have put that in. But Edmund Kambanda almost scoring an own goal. It hit the post. It's all happening here at the Independence Stadium. 3-1 to African Stars. 3 points is a must. It's not a joke anymore. And here's Awilo. Make it 4-1. Oh, goalkeeper does well. Kahambundu. But here comes Blue Boys. No, Joseph couldn't trap it in his miss, and the game continues. Ronnie Cananello is preparing 3 substitutions. Of course, Stars are currently playing with 10 men. Godwin Isep was stretched off. So for the past 3 minutes, it is 10 men to the Red Army. And now with that header out, I believe Stars should have time to make their substitutions. No. Either way, it is Rika Mujua, Dion Dennis, and I believe Jomo. No, it is Harold Gassep, the third player that will enter the game shortly. The bully, Ipinge, goes to his captain. His captain needs to be quick. His captain is never quick with that ball, Ivan. And that's a foul. Edmund Kambanda making it 3-0, 3-1, apologies, 3-1 to African Stars. So Kambanda also opening up his account so far this season. And Awilo, who is already walking towards the substitutes bench, Awilo is leaving the pitch, it looks like. He hasn't scored yet in 5 games. Well, it will be 5 games, yes. He hasn't scored yet. Another man who has not scored yet, Laudry Mukaba, the number 9, also coming off. And of course, the third player to come off was Godwin Isep. So 3 substitutions. And here's one substitute, Harold Gassep. He's very quick. Mujua, Dion Dennis. Mujua, good 1-2 between the 2 players. No penalty, no foul. Game continues. Good play between all 3 substitutes. Gassep, Dion Dennis, and Rika Mujua. Almost scoring a goal between the 3 of them. Stiga. Here's Garuka. Almost trying to get in field. The captain almost fouled there, Kambungu. And eventually, the referee does give that a foul. And a substitution will be made for Blue Boys. It's a very interesting substitution as Garasep, the number 8, coming on for Andreas. Andreas, the number 19. Andreas is very short. He's very short, the number 19, but he's a Premier League player, so we will have to see what he can bring to the game with the number 19. Wow, he's very short. And he will be playing perhaps attacking midfield. Andreas, the number 19, the substitute. So still attacking options put into the game by Coach Ali Khan. Kahambundu needs to be quick. He's being closed down from Bakonja Ngero. Ipinge losing it out. And Bakonja couldn't trap it down, but here comes Stiga to clean up. Ivan. Stiga. Gassep. Ngero. Kambanda. Caught out there from Ipinge. Here is Andreas, the small man. And Rika Mujua. Oh, he couldn't find Dion Dennis. And Angula, while play continues, there is a man from Blue Boys on the ground. We will try to confirm the number. The referee stops the game as this player needs to be assessed. But for all you watching around the country, let us know where you watching from. It's been a good stream. We know Rundu was a very interesting trip, suffering a loss and only getting a point from 2 games there. But coming back to Ventuk, we have welcomed the Coastal Boys, and we might be picking up 6 points over the course of the weekend. I tried to confirm the player that is leaving on the stretcher for Blue Boys. Can't see his number. It might be. As the game continues, I will confirm that because he will have to be substituted either way. Header there from Ivan. It falls to Bakonja. What can Bakonja do? Oh, he loses the ball when he had time. Here's Joseph. Caught out there from Stiga. Oh, Stiga. Stiga doesn't care who you are. He'll get the ball off of you. Too much there from Desiro. And again, 2 substitutions are being made. It is the number 9, Garasep, and the number 13, Iyambo, that will be entering the game. The player that was stretched off has been stretched off. I can't confirm who that is, but the second player leaving the pitch will be the goal scorer of the first goal for Blue Boys, Innocent Samuel van der Westhuizen. So he scored, but he has been substituted. And I'm sure you can hear from the microphone that the Blue Boys supporters are still supporting their team religiously. And here they come with an attack. Angula in the hands of Desiro. Gossip. My goodness, that ball went out. Between the 2 players, that ball went out. Throw in for Blue Boys. It has to be retaken. Andreas, the smallest man on the pitch, fighting well. Cleared from Rika. Pressure from Dion Dennis. And that's offside from Blue Boys. Calls of focus from the Blue Boys supporters here. Hambira. Stiga. Oh! And that first touch, which was which was a bad first touch, it actually perfectly chipped, almost Ronaldinho-esque, over the player. Bakonja, Dion Dennis working well. The ball taken off by the bully, Joseph. Stiga, once again. Hambira. Erika, good turns from him. Gossip. He can go wide. He does go wide to Katua. Katua with that left foot. It must be good enough. It is. It's a header from Rika. It's a shot from Gossip. He hit the crossbar. Apologies for language. Malande. Joseph does well. He's done well throughout the game, Joseph. The ball is still in the field of play. The number 20, Joseph, for Blue Boys, has done well throughout this game. He's almost played in every position. But wow, a shot on target there. Hitting the crossbar from Gossip. Good play there from Kambanda. Here's Angula. Kambundu. Joseph with the flick on. Bullied off the ball from Garuka. Yes. Strongest man in the league. He bullied Iambo off that ball. Won the free kick he did, Iambo. But sometimes the strongest man in the league needs to commit fouls. That's a timely one. And with minutes to go in the second half, you do not want to concede a second goal to make it 3-2. That's probably going in the thoughts of all the Stars players. So this has to be defended quite well. It's headed from Katua. Cleared again from Katua, but that apparently is a handball and is a free kick just on the edge of the box. Wow. This is interesting now. As I repeat, a second goal for Blue Boys will really make it an edgy game. And Coach Ali Khan just getting Ivan, giving him some words. I think you can see that in our picture. As these moments, these chances need to be taken. This is a juicy free kick. A juicy free kick, and some of the African Stars players are arguing there. It's Karuka who's standing right next to the ball, and Disiro is shouting at certain players that are not arranging the wall correctly. Stiga really needs to command his players to stay fast as this free kick will be taking. It is the smallest two players, Andreas and Garasep, two substitutes standing at the line. It might be Andreas with the left foot. Andreas, the smallest man, almost scored a beautiful free kick, but it's headed out from Bakonja. Second corner of the game for Blue Boys. It's in curler. Headed Hambira was on that. Shot. Angula. Another shot from Ivan. Deflected. And it is a goal kick. Desiro taking a quick goal kick. Perhaps he is leading 3-1. No need to take that goal kick quickly, as it is Blue Boys who are chasing the game. Malane, man of the match. Angula keeps it into Ipinge. Ipinge finds the bully. Captain Kambungu. Angula. Malane in that midfield with Rika cleaning up well. Rika Mujua. And Desiro goes long to find Kambanda, but Kambanda couldn't keep it in. Throw into the boys. Here's Andreas. Ivan. Crunching tackle there from Katua. He's a crazy man, Gero Katua. You can't play lovely football around him. He will, for lack of a better word, he will trap you. The captain now, Kambungu, is calling for a long throw-in. Let's see if he can actually do so. It is long. Headed out again from Katua. Well done. Defensive work. Erika. Kambanda. Katua. Chopped the player there with his hesitation. Here's Gossip. Too quick for his own boots. Gossip loses it. And Kambanda. And I'm sure you could hear that in the microphone. Bakonja had space and time for himself and Dion Dennis, who was on the right wing. I mean, what was he waiting for? Missed opportunity to make it 4-1 there for the Red Army. And I think it's twice now that Bakonja has really been caught in two minds. He scored a goal, he's given his service, but he could have added more to the scoreline if he was just quicker with the pass or quicker with a shot. Yes, Kambanda looking up. He might want to find Dion Dennis. He finds Gossip on the left flank. Gossip will probably go back to Kambanda, the goal scorer of the third. He twists Ivan, goes to the cross. It finds Malane. Malane couldn't find Rika as Phineas intercepted Angula. Still needs to clear it. Stiga in between three players was able to header that ball. Hambira, Stiga again. He's been a menace there in that defensive midfield position. We'll get some words from him after this game. It should really stay like this. 3-1 to African Stars. Flick on there to Dion Dennis. What can Dion do? He comes to his left. He takes a shot. It's wide. Good attempt there from Dion Dennis. Not too bad. And two substitutions will be made shortly. It is Bakonja, the goal scorer of the second goal for African Stars. Chahikika coming off for Gianluca. And both Bakonja and Stiga receiving a round of applause, receiving high fives from Coach Ronika Nanelo. So it is Stiga, Ronald Kachiere, and Bakonja coming off for Gianluca and Paulus. Good game. Good game for the Red Army. A comfortable game with Katua now trying to make it 4. He's in the box. He's going to take a shot. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Beautiful save. Rika! Paulus! He's been impeded. Another shot comes in. It's wide. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick after all that. Hopefully Paulus wasn't injured by his shot that was maybe blocked with the studs, but he is fine. And the Red Army now shouting, "Stars, stay stars." Yeah, Rundu was tough, but in Windhoek, it is always tough for other teams to come play here against the Debmarine champions. Yaro. Oof, that's a high foot there from the it's a high foot from the crazy man Ngero Katua. Joseph, opportunity to put the ball in. He does. Headed out from Rika. Apologies, that was headed out from Gianluca. Paulus. Good tackle there from the bully. Here's Paulus again. Advantage played for African Stars. Paulus comes back into midfield to find Katua. Katua does well. Kasep with space to run. He will run. Left foot. Oh! Those small things Corner to African Stars. Perhaps this is the game, ladies and gentlemen. For all the African Stars supporters watching live, perhaps this is the game that gives our Red Army some confidence, gives them momentum. Second corner of the second half, taken by Paulus. Oh, cleared there from the boys. Gero goes back to Paulus. Gossip. Oh, beautiful turn. And the goalkeeper had to clear it quickly. Here's Malane. Ah, beautiful turn from Barika. Hambira. Garuka. A bounce. Gossip might be on that. It's him and Dion Dennis now playing further, the furthest two players. Oh, and Rika Mujua doing very well in that defensive midfield position. Coach Onika Nenilo actually asking him for more urgency, but to my understanding, he's done well since he's come on. The number 15, Rika Mujua, hasn't lost the ball. And I must say, Tabang Malane, who is the right back, is now playing in central midfield. I don't know if this is a structural, tactical change, but he's been everywhere. And he'll probably be awarded the man of the match. Oh, Dion Dennis couldn't beat the only player, but still a thumbs up. Still a thumbs up from Coach Ronnie Cananello. Oh, here's Dion Dennis again. He puts the cross in, but nobody there. Here's Ivan. Good interception there from Kambanda, but Phineas does well. Still loses it to Kambanda. Gero. Rika. Finding Gianluca, who's basically playing right back now, with Malane in that midfield. Here's Malane now. Malane again. Gianluca. Mujua. Rika Mujua, man, bringing some stability. Katua played well throughout the games as well. So good performances all round from all the African Stars players. I think there was just something in the water in Rundu, but coming back with a performance like this, it really shows that maybe there was just something in the water. Rundu is a very tough place to go, as Kuka Tops are not a team to be underestimated. But this is the Red Army that we know. This is the Debmarine champions that we know. And it is 3-1 to African Stars. Dion Dennis, good pressure on Ipinge. And here comes Rika! Yeah! Off target. 5 shots off target from a second half African Stars team. 5 shots on target in the second half alone. 6 shots off target in the first half. So many shots on target. This was a problem. This was a problem in the first 3 games of the season. There weren't too many shots. It is perhaps something that Coach Ronnie Cananello has changed throughout training. Guys, take your shots. Andreas, Ivan. Headed out there from Garuka. Dion Dennis. Ipenge back to his goalkeeper. Kambungu. He needs to be very sharp now with his passing and turning, and that's what I keep saying. The captain of Blue Boys is very awkward on the ball. Chance now for Stars. Phineas. Here's finds Joseph. And he couldn't find Gary Sepp. He's number 9. And Garuka does well to clean up. And with that, 3 points. It is their second victory of the season. My name is Emmanuel Linkora. It has ended 3-1 to African Stars here at the Independence Stadium. We will see you tomorrow for what is even a more tougher game against Blue Waters. Thanks for watching.